Me espresso, or more like me don't want any espresso in my perfume. All right, you guys, so yes, Miss Sabrina Carpenter, who is now a household name. She's been a name in my household for years and years and years, but a lot of people had no idea who she was until recently. She blew up over the summer. She opened up for Taylor Swift. You guys, when I did the Caramel Dreams video, so many people had never heard of her. Now she had top chart songs, espresso, hello, she's everywhere. So I'm guessing most of you are not new to her now. In case you are, yeah, she's a music artist. She's been around for a really, really long time. Started out doing some acting when she was really little, and she's come out with her 4th fragrance. And this is, they're all Sweet Tooth is the line of flankers. And this one is Me Espresso, inspired by her song of the summer. So I was really excited to get this because I do have the other 3 here. So I have all 4. Yes, this one is a much bigger size. Does that bother me? Kind of, but that's all that they offered whenever this launched. They only have the large size. And I will tell you guys, this was not cheap. It really wasn't. At first I was thrown and I thought, oh, is she just so big now that she can charge more for her fragrances? Because this was $60, but with shipping is 70 bucks. Then I realized, oh, it's because it's for the larger size. These smaller sizes go for 30, I believe. But so far, this is only available in the larger size. I'm sure it'll come out in the smaller size. But a lot of people predicted she was gonna come out with an espresso fragrance. It only made sense because of her song. So I was very, very excited when I read the notes. I thought, oh, that sounds so good. Okay, we'll get into it in a minute, but you guys, if you are looking for a coffee fragrance, this is not your girl. It's not. Very, very strange. Don't really get any coffee out of this, but let's go ahead and get into the notes. All right, so the notes claimed are espresso bean, cappuccino, cocoa powder, night blooming jasmine, vanilla orchid, biscotti, caramel drizzle, sugared amber, and whipped cream. So with 2 notes in here of cappuccino, espresso, you know, I was thinking this is gonna be a pretty heavy coffee fragrance. Okay, let me just spray her. Truly, no coffee detected. Not even a little bit, in my opinion. So this is a very odd fragrance for me. It goes on a very quick journey. The opening in here, there's something about it that smells blueberry-like, like a blueberry biscotti. And I thought, oh, did I miss the notes? Like, is this a blueberry fragrance? Is this like a blueberry muffin? And I just misunderstood. You know, it is blue. Blueberry is not listed in the notes here, but I get this sort of biscuit that's listed in here, but that's supposed to be in the mid, but I get it right off the top. And I also get the essence of sort of a blueberry, like blueberry that would be in a muffin. Not a photorealistic blueberry necessarily, but sort of blueberry flavoring is what I smell at first in here. It almost, in a way, reminds me of Creme Couture by Sniff in the opening. But then there's something that's starting to change after just a few, honestly, like a minute or 2. Then I thought, am I smelling some sort of licorice? You know, not full-on black licorice, but do you remember those little, they were black licorice, little chewy candies, but they would have pastel colors on them too, or like sprinkles or something. Then I thought, is that what I'm smelling? And then I kept smelling it and I'm like, where's the espresso? Where's the cappuccino? After about, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes, you guys, this becomes a very, very indolic jasmine. Now, if you don't know what indolic means, it's how it's described, some florals, some white florals like jasmine and honeysuckle and freesia. And it's basically another term for just overripe jasmine. And what can happen with indolic fragrances is sometimes they can have almost a hint of something fecal in them, which y'all are probably, if you haven't ever heard this, you're like, what? I'm serious. And some people really love that. Not everyone can smell it. Some people can. This is indolic jasmine, and amber is what I get in the base. A little bit of something of like a whipped creamy effect, but that sort of blueberry, whatever, mystical blueberry that my nose smells, it's not listed, goes away. The sort of biscuit-like quality goes away. And basically, I'm left with a potent, in your face indolic jasmine with some warm amber vibes. Very confusing, because I just feel like if you're gonna call something Me Espresso, it should smell like coffee. I do think that the beginning smells like something you would find in a coffee shop, you know, like a blueberry biscotti, something like that, that you would dip in your coffee. So I thought, well, maybe that's what we were going for. But that dry down is very, very floral and not very gourmand. And I'm trying still to decide if I like it or not. I went back and forth. I sniffed this so many times. And what I've also found, even as I'm talking right now, I think I like how this projects. I think I like the sillage of this. I like how it smells when I'm moving around, when my nose is up here. When I put my nose directly on it is when I can kind of subtly pick up that sort of fecal indolic jasmine that's just a little too much. But I do like how it projects. I think if someone was smelling you, they would think that you smell really good. But I bet if you said, do you think I smell like cappuccino, espresso, they would say, no, where, what? There's a warmth to it. There is a feminine quality to it. I do think it's kind of pretty, but it is a little strange. And I really do go back and forth. I'm like, do I like it? Do I not like it? Do I like it? Do I not like it? So I don't feel like I completely threw my money away on this, even though this is expensive. I would wait for the smaller one. I mean, unless you are listening to this right now and you were like, good, I didn't want a coffee fragrance. I love jasmine. I love indolic jasmine. I love a strong ambery scent. That sounds amazing. Then you might want a big bottle of this. If you were hoping for coffee, this is not it. And then if you are someone who's just really curious, you're not sure if you're gonna like it or not, I would still wait for the smaller size of this. I do think it's a miss overall, just marketing and what everyone was kind of hoping for. I do think this should have maybe been a deep dark brown color. I think the blue is actually really pretty. Out of all 4 of mine, I think that the pink and the blue are the prettiest, just in this sort of packaging. I think it looks, really this packaging is not my favorite overall anyway. I get that that's, you know, what they started with, so that's what they keep running with. Eventually I kind of wonder if they'll change something. They would probably have to stop calling it Sweet Tooth and do another set of flankers and change the bottle, but I think it works best for the pastel colors. So I like the color of this. I think that they should have maybe not listed espresso and cappuccino in here, called this something totally different. Call it like, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but something to do with it being blue and jasmine-y, like more spring-like. If this fragrance was going to be a coffee fragrance, I think it should have been a deep dark brown. Should have really had a strong coffee vibe. I'm not against putting in something floral, keeping it balanced where it's not so strong coffee, because truly you know, coffee fragrances. Some are really good. Some go a little too bitter. Some people don't like to smell like they just drank their cup of coffee and it's stale. So, you know, I understand bringing in other elements to make it sort of a floral coffee vibe, but it's just undetectable in here, in my opinion. So do I recommend this? Like I said, if you're not a coffee girl, but the other way that I described this sounds good to you and you like the packaging and you love Sabrina Carpenter, I do recommend it. If you are specifically looking for a good coffee fragrance, absolutely no, I do not recommend this. I hope this helps you guys. I'm still kind of confused by this and kind of confused if I love it or not, but hopefully, ultimately, it will help you decide how to spend your money wisely. I thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping, and smelling fabulous. Bye.